Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can work with the replace method in Python to change out text. You'll see here that I have a couple of windows open, the standard windows that I normally work with when I do these demonstrations. I have a PowerShell window here on the right, and I have a text file called program.py open with Notepad on the left. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some things that you can do with this replace method that you can use on any text, variable or text literal even. You can just use this replace method on the end of it. You can chain them together. So I'm going to demonstrate basically how you use it and what the parameters are. So I'm going to start out just by showing you how you would use it. And I'm just going to I'm going to create a variable called text, and inside of that text I'm going to put the string hello world. Okay, and then the way this works is you just take the original text, whether it's in a variable or text literal. I'm going to use a variable. And you just put the replace method on the end of it. And what the replace method takes is it takes 3 parameters. Well, it takes up to 3 parameters. You have to have 2 because it needs 2 pieces of information in order to do what it does. The first parameter that you pass it is the text that you're looking for, or what you want to switch out. And in this case I'm going to switch out the word world. Okay, so that's the first one that you pass in. The second one is you give it the text that you want to put in place of the first parameter. So let's say I wanted to change that to universe. So what this is going to do is it's going to, inside of this text, the replace method is going to find all the occurrences of this word, and it's going to replace it with that word. And just to show you, let's print out that new text. So we'll print that out, and then I'll come over here to my PowerShell, and you'll see here, let me just list out what we got going there. We have a program, and right now it's got 73 bytes of information in it. So if we run py and then the program is what we want to run and hit enter, you'll see that it prints out hello universe. Now it's good for you to take note that here we're not changing the original string. And let me just demonstrate that. If I copy this and I print out whatever's in text after I print out what's in new, you'll see that it didn't change. You still have the original hello world text, but you now have a copy that has that word switched out. So by default, if you use replace, you have to pass in 2 parameters. The word you're looking for, some people call this the needle, and then you want to pass in what you're looking, what you're going to replace that with when you find it. So and if you don't pass in the third parameter, then it replaces all occurrences of this word with this word. Let me show you just how that works. Let's say we had inside of our text, let's just say we had the same word multiple times. And let's say I wanted to change out that word with another word. So now when we print out the new text, because we didn't tell it this third parameter, it's going to just switch all of them out. So let's just run that and make sure we actually have 5 4 times, and we do. So if you don't pass in the third parameter, which is optional, it will just replace all of them. Now that third parameter though, if you do pass it, it gives you the ability to change how many ever occurrences you want to switch out. So let's say I wanted to just do half of them. I could pass in a 2 there, and if I save that, we should get 5511. Let's print that out and see what we get. And that's what we have. So it just it goes along, and every time it finds the 1, it switches it out for a 5, and it only does it this many times. So what are some things that you can do with this? Well, let's say that I wanted to, in this text, let's say I wanted to change these words to the number. Now, because it's text, we can't pass in a literal number here, but we can pass in a piece of text that is written as a number. So we could do that. And let's say let's switch 2 of those to the numeral 1 in text form. So I'm just gonna pass that in. So here we're saying in this text, replace the word 1 with the number 1 as text, because it's in quotes, and do that 2 times. So, and then we're going to print out whatever's left after we go through and do that change. So you'll see that we changed out the first 2 occurrences of the word 1 with the number. And that's nice. There's one other thing that I wanted to show you well, actually a couple of things that I wanted to show you in this video. So let's do that right now. The first of the 2 other things I wanted to demonstrate here is the case sensitivity. So if I type a capital 1 there, and we're looking for this, and we're doing 2 of these, what would we get back, do you think? Well, let's run it and see. There you go. So basically it found the 2 in the middle right here, but it skipped over this first one. And so what that tells you is that it's case sensitive. So if you're doing a text replace, you got to make sure that you're passing it the case sensitive version of what you're actually looking for. And because as we demonstrated here, it's only going to switch out 2 of them. Now, just for a demonstration of the other thing that I wanted to show you, let's make 2 of them capitalized and 2 of them not capitalized. So what you can do with many methods in Python, this one is one of them, you can actually chain them on the end of the other one. So what this is going to do is, let me make this capital. So now we have 2 occurrences. We're going through here, and the first time through we're looking for all the lowercase words of 1 that are lowercase, and we're switching those out with the number, and we're doing a maximum of 2 times. But then we're going through it again, and we're looking for the other one, and we're switching it out as well, and we're doing it 2 times. So this makes it nice because you can create one-liners that do a series of replaces. And I use this quite a bit whenever I'm working with text that I want to turn into a URL. I can go through and I can search that text, and I can strip out certain characters and replace it with dashes and make nice URLs that are formatted all the same. And it's nice to be able to do it with one line, with a one-liner like this. So you may not find yourself using that way, but that's just one way that I've found it to be very practical. Let's run this and see if in fact we get all four of them switched. And we do. So that's basically the basics regarding the replace method that you can use on any text in Python. You just pass it what you're looking for, what you're switching out that text with, and then if you want to do it a certain number of times, you just pass in how many times you want to do it. So that's going to do it for the replace method in Python. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.